Hey, I'm Max, co-founder of Magier, and in this video I will show you how you can actually integrate Webflow and Shopify to build online stores like this one or this one on Webflow and then using all the functionalities of Shopify in the background. So let's jump right in and try to understand a little bit more about what we are going to do actually. So the basics. First of all, if we are looking at the two different systems, Shopify at foremost is the solution that is built for e-commerce. So it's one of the easiest solutions out there that lets you sell stuff online. However, it is very limited when it comes to the flexibility of designing stuff, especially without the need of having to hire a developer. It is super beginner friendly and you can set up your store in a minute, but if it comes to customizing, it requires a lot more effort. And then on the other side, we have Webflow. Webflow is not per se built for e-commerce. It is a visual website builder. So basically it gives me as a designer or developer full design flexibility. And for us, it's super good because we can build stunning websites super quickly. I know that Webflow also has an e-commerce feature, but we are not going to talk about this right now because in my opinion, it's not worth looking at. And if you want to be serious when it comes to e-commerce, you should use Shopify in the mid to long term. So let's take a look first at Webflow. What are the pros of Webflow? I can use it with my web designers and I have all the capabilities I need when it comes to design. It's super fast to set up. I can design everything exactly as I want it. And it's also super good when it comes to SEO, setting up subpages like blog and all sorts of things. Another advantage is that edits can be done by literally everyone. On the cons side, Webflow doesn't have so many plugins, especially when it comes to e-commerce. It can be a little bit difficult to track everything from people coming to your website through ads and then buying. And it works only well for limited amount of products, but I will show you exactly in this video how we have been doing it in the past with the integration between Webflow and Shopify. And then we have Shopify. So Shopify is the platform of choice when it comes to e-commerce. There are so many plugins that make your life easier, and especially everything from the moment that people ordered in your shop to the moment that they have their parcel at their home. You need to go with Shopify. It makes your life so much easier. Also invoice creation, all sorts of things. The biggest cons here is that the custom design can be expensive to create. You have a very limited functionality when it comes to subpages like blog, for example, because it's not built for that. It's built for selling stuff. And oftentimes it requires a developer for customization. Okay, so we were thinking, because we have been doing all of our websites on Webflow, whenever we had a new e-commerce brand that we wanted to test, why not use the best of both worlds? So we are using Webflow as our front end, so everything that the user can actually see. And on the back end, we are using Shopify to have all the advantages when it comes to plugins, but also fulfillment, all sorts of things. And this is the setup that I will show you right now. It works well for testing e-commerce brands out. It works well for e-commerce brands with just limited amount of products. But I also believe that if you are going to grow and you want to use it long-term, you should move over also your design to Shopify itself. But for getting started, for trying out, or for shops with limited amounts of products, we can easily do it in Webflow, and I will show you how. If you need help setting all of this up for yourself, make sure to check out our company, Magier. We are the only creative partner you'll need. We know how to do it with Webflow. We can do web design for you, but also everything that relates to branding, packaging, all the needs that you have when it comes to graphic design. But let's dive into one of our projects. So let's take a look at Night Night. Night Night is a supplement brand that we are working with, and the setup was the following. We were working on the initial product and wanted to do a pre-sale. And we wanted to have a pre-sale page up very quickly because obviously building the whole page in Shopify itself would have taken way more time. And also we would have changed a lot afterwards. So we would have done it twice, for example. So what we've been doing here is we have been building all of the page that you can see here in Webflow. So all of this is built in Webflow, and obviously it looks like a shop, but it was just way faster to create it like this. And now the question that always comes up is, but how do I integrate it with the backend on Shopify? So that was super simple, because what we have been doing here is we have been using the Shopify backend to create a buy button. So for example, if I click on product here and I just created a regular Shopify store with my product inside, and if I click on the product itself, you can leave all of this empty because no one will see it. We have all the information on Webflow. You just need to put in the price, the SKU, all sorts of things. And then what we are going to do here is we are going to click more actions, create checkout link. And there's a functionality in Shopify to create a buy button. And this link here, if I just open it up, for example, it throws me directly into the checkout. And as you can see here, there's even like a pre-sale discount adjusted to it. So you can do it with pre-sale discount, you can do it without. And what we've been doing here is we have just been taking a regular button in Webflow and we have been adding the Shopify buy button on top of it. Okay, so how does it look like in the front end? This is Go Night, so my domain is connected to Webflow. I have the product here, I can take a look at it, I can see everything. And once I click on Buy Now, I'm redirected to the actual checkout on Shopify. And that's super awesome because if someone orders here now, all of the information is flowing into Shopify and I can just use everything that relates to follow-up emails, shipping, all sorts of things. And as you can see, in this example of Night, it's a very simple landing page that is just like one pager. But we have been also working with a couple of other brands. And this is another example that I want to show you. So what we've been doing here is we wanted to create some more content around the product. So this is a main page that we can look at. And everything is built here in Webflow. So it was super easy to do the design, super easy to do the development. And now if I click on Order Now, we have also a product page here. And the product page can have the same kind of stuff that you would also find on any shop. So light boxes, you have all the information here. You can even build something where you can upload a picture and stuff like this. And if someone then buys the product here, they are also redirected into the checkout. And if you are thinking about the structure that you are having in Webflow itself, obviously you can, as we did it with Night, just for if you have one product, just build the product page like this. But if you have multiple products, you could even set up a CMS. And in the CMS, you could create something like a product. So let's imagine we are creating a product, then you would add the images, you would add the description, you would add the price, and then you could create a field with the URL. And this could be the checkout Shopify. And if you include the link now to the buy button and you are generating your CMS pages on Webflow here, you can even automatically create a shop with multiple products. However, I think Webflow is best used if there are a limited amount of products because you always need to create this like buy button on Shopify. And also one thing that is a little bit special, if you want to set up, for example, the tracking. So you are sending users over with ads to your Webflow website. It's super easy to set up the tracking in Webflow. You can just have the tag manager and then fire, for example, an event if someone buys now. But it needs a lot more manual work to set all of this up in a proper way. If you are just using the normal Shopify store here, it's super easy because in this automatically generated store from Shopify, you can just throw in a plugin, your Facebook pixel ID, and then everything is done and tested 100 times. If you are doing it on Webflow, you need to test it yourself. And last but not least, what I wanted to mention also, sometimes your shop is part of a regular website. So we have one client of ours here, and they are an agency, but also have a small shop here. And how we were building it here is they also wanted to use the Shopify functionality. So we created a CMS collection with products. We added 3 products on top. And now if you open up their products, you can see this is a CMS collection page We have all the descriptions in here. We have the price in here. We also have a lightbox with the images. And what we've been using here is also a Shopify checkout, but this time we are not using a checkout link, but for the film dudes, what we have been using is we were embedding the checkout on the website. So if you want to embed the website, the Shopify checkout, you can use it. You can do this by doing this. So basically, you can say, hey, we want to have a cart on our website. And this is just the script that you can copy over to your Webflow website. So for example, for them, we wanted to have the selection of the size on their website. This is obviously also something that doesn't work well with checkout links because you don't have this selection. And then if I click add to cart here, we have this cart on the right side that is actually just a script by Shopify itself that we are using. And now if I want to move over to the checkout is also opening up here. This is everything in Shopify itself. So this is another way of integrating the two. So either checkout link, or you have the embedded checkout, and you can either use a way, for example, as we did with Night, where you have a static page in your Webflow, or you are setting up a Webflow collection with the products, and then you just drop in the different checkouts also. So to sum it up, you can integrate Webflow with Shopify. You can use all the functionalities that make Shopify so great and still have all the advantages that you have in Webflow right now. I suggest you do it if you want to try out a new product or if it's just a limited amount of products in your company. But the bigger the store gets, then you should also move over your design to Shopify. This could also be a good start, obviously, before you have it developed in Shopify, because here you can do a lot of like testing, A/B testing. And it works super, super well. So we have done it a couple of times. Didn't have any bigger issue, and I will for sure do it again also in the future. If you liked the video, make sure to leave a thumbs up, follow the account for more Webflow design and marketing knowledge. And if you have any questions around this setup, make sure to drop your questions in the comments below. I will answer all of them, and then see you in the next video. Bye bye.